Oh, that wasn't paint. Okay. I don't think anybody could argue that the stock tail lamps on the S550 are ugly. In fact, I think they're quite striking. I think they are one of the highlights of the design of this vehicle. Of course, I'm going to change them, but hear me out. Don't throw me to the wolves. Don't burn me in the village square. I'm going to tell you why. So when I look at this butt, here's what I notice. This is all flat, right? It makes this area look really wide. And then we get these 3 bars, as beautiful as they are, which actually make this part of the car look more narrow. So what we want to do is we want to find a way to flatten this out all the way across to give the illusion of more width. And that's what we're going to do today. How do we accomplish that? Well, if you're at all a Mustang aficionado, you know that most tail lamps for the S550 are non-existent. Because overall, everybody's really satisfied with the stock look. There's weird knockoffs that are Ferrari-like tail lamps, which I'm not very fond of. And there are these. And what are these, you ask? These are, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, Raxiom, whatever. Profile LED tail lamps. And these are polarizing. A lot of people are going to consider these to be quite ugly, but until they're making my car payment, I don't care. These are, in my opinion, the most gorgeous taillights which you could get for the S550. And let me tell you why. Let's see if we're in frame. These are flat, okay? These look vintage. These look like they belong on some retro futuristic spaceship looking thing. And they light up really neat because the LED panels are recessed further back. So it looks like they're glowing from within, but there's like a shadow border. It looks really cool. As far as I can tell, from the last set of these that I own, they're extremely durable as well. They don't seem to scratch with brushes. And they're made in, probably I would assume, a similar or the same factory in Thailand, or Taiwan, as other OEM equipment, because the fit and finish on these is actually really great. For aftermarket taillights. These don't look like those cheap knockoff Chinese market Altezas. They're well sealed. They come with a grommet. Everything is OEM quality in these, and that's really quite cool. Yeah, the stamping says made in Taiwan. I don't believe they're going to be selling these too much longer because, of course, the S650 has come out, and its taillights are ugly as fuck. So you're probably going to see a lot of replacement tail lamps, and they're going to shift production to those. And there we are. Now that's liable to be rather controversial, and I totally understand. However, even if you don't like it, you have to admit, it's definitely a departure and looks interesting. And as you can see, things are a lot flatter now. In my opinion, they look a little bit better. I'll give you another test shot in a moment, but we're going to have to do something about those too, I think. Because now those don't match that. Stand by. Yep, I'm good. Thanks a lot for coming along for that. Alright, now, like I said, I've got to do something about those guys too. As part of my commitment to LEDs, I figured while I was here, these were only a few bucks more, and they are a broad LED replacement for these guys. So we're going to flip those in. Wish me luck. There we go. In and done. Cool. Oh, that wasn't paint. Damn. That was the easiest upgrade so far on this page. Well, there we are. That was actually a really easy install. There were a few minor issues along the way, getting that subwoofer out of the way and, whatnot, but overall, I think the results are absolutely worth it. I mean, look at those goddamn taillights. I think my initial words about making this sort of look and feel broader are borne out very well. We've taken those 3 bars out, those 3 protrusions out, and we flattened out the entire rear of the car. So that's one contiguous piece. And when the lights are off, it's almost a perfect match for the color, which I still swear I don't like, but I'm really starting to like. And I think that kind of largely encapsulates what we're going to do with the build for this season. We have now done, just to recap, a front mount intercooler, charge pipes, diverter valve, catless downpipe, a good catback exhaust. We've done a tune, we've done these lights, we've done these lights too, I guess. Still in focus? Check that. There we go, that's better. And overall, I think we've created a very potent first season build. It's all bolt-ons, of course, and that makes it easy to kind of go back and change things as necessary. We've not really done any hard parts. And I've got to say, I'm really thankful that you came along for all 9 episodes. 9 episodes of this shit to build a really cool car. And, I think my message at the beginning was that if I can do it, you can do it, and I stand by that. These are the easiest cars in the world to work on because there's a million of them out there and everybody's solved all the problems. I guess if you're looking for a car in that $20,000 to $25,000 range, and you have a little bit of money to spend after the fact on mods, then I think an Ecoboost Mustang, again, and this was my message in episode 0, is one of the best value propositions you can get for your money in the modern car market. I mean, if you want to buy a GT and spend an extra 10 grand, an extra few grand a year on fuel, that's on you. I don't begrudge you that decision. If I could afford it, I probably would. But the reality is that not a lot of people can afford that, and that's where the 4-cylinder comes in, and that's the philosophy of Mustang. Mustang has always been an accessible platform for accessible middle-class people. You don't have to have a GT to have fun. Archie Andrews did very well with an inline 6. I think that's going to cap it off. So thank you again for watching all 9. I said that earlier, but I'll say it again. The objective of this series was largely to convince myself to keep a car, and if I ever feel like selling it, what I get to do is look back on this footage and say, look at all that effort you put in. Why would you sell it at this point? Where is the financial sense in getting rid of something that you put so much effort into? And I recommend all of you do that too. If you have a project, video document it, because you never know when you might have to go and justify keeping it to yourself. Alright, have a good night. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. I may have a few more pieces of content before the winter sets in, and certainly a lot of stuff next year as well. Alright, have a great day.